Ike, Reno. Monday to Friday, party mode activate. I just want to be late. I just want to party. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking good, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze. I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking good, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze. I'm in the mood. I want to earn. See, they keep me waiting, but I want to earn. It's about to be dirty. More Hennessy, my eyes can see. I just want to eat. Put it on me, please. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking good, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze. I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking good, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze. I'm in the mood. Monday to Friday, party mode activate. I just want to be late. I just want to party. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking good, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze. I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking good, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze. I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood.
There's a meeting in my bed, bed.
Hold up. Dinner for two, that's me and you, that's very simple. Dinner removed, okay, we through, but I ain't finished yet. Can I slide with you? Spend the night with you. Just let me write, and it keep dripping from my signature. I feel like your body inspired my intentions. You left the squad hanging, it's only time with us. You know I vibe different, cause you know my mind different. Her eyes saying my room, her body saying heaven on God.
Tell me what you want, I go repeat. Tell me what you need, I go deep, deep. When I fall in love, I go deep, deep. You could copy that like a CC. You look like you need proper. Come get this vitamin D power, proper. Be ready to touch when I reach it, yeah. I go eat it up, I know vegan, yeah. I make that thing go wild. I go make that thing run water. I go make you sing my song. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, my bed. There's a meeting in like that. Not a very peace like that. Fresher than Febreze like that. I be on my knees for that. Ah, you touch my soul like Sunday. I touch your feet the phone way. Everything you need, no top. Call me when you need top. I make that thing go wild. I gon' make that thing run water. I gon' make you sing my song. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed, in my bed.
Just like to say good morning. Hope everybody had a beautiful yesterday, new day, Thursday. What they call this one? Up day? Well, I mean, what they call it? But anyway, whatever they call it, we here. 10 after the hour, 4 o'clock, West Coast time. 7:02. East Coast time. Let me go ahead and give them my shout out. Okay? We're gonna start off with, let me see. Let's start off with Philadelphia this morning. We'll move over to Detroit, Chicago, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. You know what I'm talking about. All up north. Slide on down. Richmond. Mason, Then we're gonna slide on down to Charlotte, North Carolina, Queen City. That's where I was born. South Carolina, where I went to school at. Denmark. Slide on down to Florida, where I stayed at a little bit. Ryan, Homestead, Florida City. Ended up in Key West and took my ass to Atlanta. That's what I did. Went on to Atlanta. Stayed there about, how long? 19, 20 years. And somebody said, you ought to be headed to Cali. But anyway, got on the freeway, drove to let's start it off. Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. Damn, when I hit Texas, I didn't think I was going to ever get out of that state. Took me almost a day and a half to drive through it. When I hit Arizona, I know I was on my way. Got on down to Cali. Los Angeles. Man, I can tell you a story about that one. I was driving around the freeway, like, I think about 3 hours. Kept saying 15 minutes, let's say 15 miles before you get to LA. Then it said 10, then it said 5. Before I know it, it said 15 again. So I figured out I was driving around in a circle. 405. But anyway, I landed here, right at the airport. Central. A century, as you would say. Let's slide on over to Las Vegas. Sin City, huh? like I say, SBWD speed, 95 degrees of the shade. I ain't gonna sweat for no one, because the weatherman say everything will be A-OK. Got a nice topic this morning. I was thinking about it. I really was thinking about it because I was thinking about when I first got to California. I didn't have any family out here. I didn't know anybody. I just took that trip. It's always been like that. Traveling ever since I was a small boy. I used to go to New York all the time. Queens Gym, Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn, Bronx. My mom lived in Bronx. Father raised me with my grandmother and my aunt in the South. So I used to go up there every summer. 5 Barrels. Sometimes hang over there in New Jersey, Hartford. No, that was Connecticut. But I used to go to New Jersey and get that Sicilian Italian food. They had the square pieces over there. But I really care for the slice, New York slice. I don't think you get no better than that. But as I say, I got a good topic this morning and something I was thinking about when I first got to California. And at that time I had a car, I had a Jetta. It broke down. Alternator had went out. But you know, I had my whole toolbox in the car. So I took it out. Just didn't know anything like where the closest parts store was. At the time, they wasn't using GPS, you know. It was like beepers. We didn't have cell phones. Maybe they did, I don't know, but I don't think so. I remember using beepers in the 90s. I got here in 1990. But anyway, my car had broke down. And it broke down in Pizza Hut. I used to love the cheese Pizza Hut. I wasn't eating no meat at that time. And I used to like the salad too. So my car wouldn't start up. I tried to give it a boost, and as soon as you take the cables off of it, it wouldn't happen. So I knew it was alternating, so I took it off. It didn't take me long. The Jetta. It took me about 20 minutes to get it off. And believe it or not, the manager, who was Spanish, offered to take me to the parts place to get me a new part. And I thought that was nice and generous to do that. So anyway, as we was going to the parts store, I don't know what made him think about what he was about to tell me. But he had something on his chest he wanted to say. And he said, man, it's time for the Mexican to come up. Where is this conversation coming from? You know, I'm 30 years old now. I've been in entertainment ever since I was like 16 as far as music-wise. But I had been boxing ever since I was 9 years old. You're like, and I'm like, what you mean it's time for y'all to come, man? You a manager at Pizza Hut? What are you talking about? You said, nah, man. I'm talking about hip-hop. I said, what? Hip-hop? Like, what you mean y'all coming up in there? I'm like, y'all don't even speak the language. You be like, nah, man, it's our time, man. It's our time. You know, I ain't got nothing against the brothers. And since he was taking me to the parts store, pretty sure he didn't have nothing against the brothers because he didn't have to offer to take me. Yeah, he did ask me, did I have somebody to call? And I'm like, no, I don't have no family out here. I'm from North Carolina. So, as we was talking, he kept talking about hip-hop and dancing and all that kind of stuff. He's like, man, it's time for us to do our thing. You know, that have always stayed on my mind. That when we create something, because I was in New York. I was going to New York when it was created. I have never really heard a full story. I'm pretty sure there was people who was invested in it, involved in this. But the only thing I know, when I first started going to New York, it wasn't even rap. Maybe it was somewhere. But by like third time I went there, I think it's like, let's see what it was. 1975, 1974, something like that. I used to go there every summer. And I remember when I went there and my uncle, who trained me to box, he stayed on New Jersey Avenue, right there. School was 292. And I remember like he stayed in the community with nothing but Puerto Ricans. And they had a gang, but it wasn't no gang like go out and fighting or anything. I mean, if you jumped on a group, you had problems. And they used to watch me, because I was always into martial art. I used to make martial art films, Super 8s. So I used to get up early in the morning practicing. They used to watch me out of the building. And they asked me one day, "Hey, man, you want to join our game, man?" I was like, "Okay, what y'all do?" He said, well, we be rumbling. I thought rumble was fighting, but it was really competition of dance. They asked me what kind of dance I could do, and I was like, "Man, I could do the robot, I could do James Brown." And they were like, "Well, just do the robot." Because they're Puerto Ricans, they like to get on the ground and spin around and stuff like that, So that's what they specialize in. So, I did the robot when we went out and rumble, because ain't nobody in the group could do the robot like me. But anyway, but it got me to thinking, it's like, Puerto Ricans are different than Mexicans. Puerto Ricans are different than any Latinos I ever ran into. And that's Costa Ricans, Salvadorans. They more cool. They used to call me Coco. What that mean? Coca-Cola. That was the name. And so I was thinking about the conversation I had with the Mexican brother, who was a manager who was doing real good at Pizza Hut. I was very surprised because, like, in Atlanta when I left, I think we had less than 100 Mexicans in that city. Right there on Moreland Memorial Drive, that's where I used to live at. They used to have a little nightclub right there on the corner, right across Moreland. There was a little hole in the wall. But look, man, before I came to California, I had never ate a burrito, avocado, none of that. I wasn't just into no Taco Bell. That's on the restaurants we had as far as Mexican food. In Atlanta, I don't think, there was a Taco Bell in North Carolina, but I don't think nobody went to it. Not nobody black anyway. Maybe they did, I don't know. So, it got me to thinking tonight, this thing with the black and brown. Now, it took me like 3 years to really catch up what was going on in California. Because I was here on a mission. I didn't come here to join the celebration of California. I was here to do comedy. But before my comedy career started off, which I had been doing it for about 2 or 3 years, the acting career just fell into place. And especially I had a sport agent because I boxed and know martial arts. I guess it might have been more easy for me to get in because there wasn't that many black stuntmans when I first came in. Because there really wasn't that many black pitchers. I mean, we had some, but wasn't, nothing that you could do stunts and all that kind of stuff, not a lot. Anyway, every once in a while, you got a movie. But in 1993, it was a black movie coming out mostly every week. So me thinking about the conversation with my brother, and I really started thinking about this, people. Seriously, I really started thinking about this. I hope y'all can hear me out there. Put down the music a little bit more. But if you really think about it, and you ask yourself, because I remember the lessons in the nation, they always told us, you gotta love oneself. And that's what mostly black people was lacking of knowing of self. So we was asleep, we was in the dark, with somebody put us to sleep. And when we were awakened, we had somebody else's name, language, and religion. And when I say religion, I'm not saying that there was not Christians in Africa. What I'm saying is, when we got here, we was forced to be Christian because of where we came from. We came from West Africa. It didn't make no difference what our religion was. We was forced to be Christian. So, start thinking about, like, do anybody really have our backs? Then I started asking myself another question. Should they have our back? Because the number one rule of life is self-preservation. We practice it among ourselves. Let me just give you an example of what I'm saying. I don't care how good you know your neighbors. I don't care how good you're a friend to a person. You're not going to feed someone else's kid and take the food out of your children's mouth to feed somebody else's kid. Now, you'll share, but you ain't gonna let your children starve to feed somebody else's children. That's what self-preservation is. It's taking care of you and what looks like you as a whole. And I don't think we ever get this in our head. We're always trying to love other people more than we love ourselves. I don't know if we trying to be accepted. I don't know what it is, but we go out of our way. And I remember one of the time, Maxine Water was on the radio. We had one of the biggest arguments. And I was saying, I was like, Congresswoman Waters, I mean, how could you say that illegal immigration, this is way back in the 90s, and matter of fact, I had people cussing me out from that radio show. I was like, how are you saying that illegal immigration is not hurting the black community? And she was like, well, they don't do the jobs that black people want to do anyway. They out there picking and they out there doing this and doing that. And I was like, you're so disconnected what's really happening. And you know, Miss Waters is a Congresswoman. Miss Waters is a Democrat. And so I was saying, okay, so they picking fruit. But I remember when I was in Florida when the Cubans came there, all the black people was picking fruit, and they just moved their ass right on out the way. So I see the same thing was happening in California. Now, they might have started off selling fruit and flowers and stuff on the freeway, but I seen something different. I seen them cutting grass. I seen them construction. I'm gonna just be honest with you. When I first came to California, I didn't hardly see any black people working in private enterprise. It was mostly working for the government or the federal government. They was either postman, postwoman, or they were working for social services. That's mostly the jobs they was doing. You hardly ever seen in the airport. And I can take my camera around right now, and you'll hardly ever see black people working in anything other than government jobs and mom and pop business. The Asians won't hire black people, and no most certain the Spanish people ain't hiring no black people. Matter of fact, I always had a job on the side. Well, it really wasn't no side job because Hollywood might have your ass working one time out of the month when I first came out. So I had a job as rider trucks. I don't know if y'all have them in the East Coast, but I'm pretty sure you do have them because they had them when I was there. This big old yellow ass truck, rider's truck. I worked for the manufacturer where they built them from the ground up. I was the head painter. I had a crew of about 9 people under me. And every last one of them was Spanish, and they only spoke Spanish. So I did a lot of pointing. They had been working on the job for a while, so they pretty much know when I point at something that I had to show them how to do certain things. It was more gestures. I had already worked for a company called First Respond, made ambulance from the chassis up. I specialize in a paint gun called electrostatic. Not too many people even know how to use that. But anyway, they end up teaming up to get me fired. Now, when I first started working for the company, they was painting 1 unit a day. I had been there 1 month, and I was painting like 3 units a day. Kind of like triple what they was doing. And the Mexican was like, hey, slow down, amigo, too much repio. Oh, I'm tired. And I was just used to spraying at least 2 to 3 ambulances, so ride a truck, it ain't no but square box. I had to do no striping or anything. Decals on the side, it came in a sticker, But anyway, they end up teaming up and get me fired up that job. Now, I'm saying, how do the workers get the supervisor fired? Well, that's the thing with the language. They wanted one of their brothers in there who spoke the language, regardless of how good he worked or not. That was my first experience of starting to understand this entanglement that we have in our head, that we think people love us and have our best interests more than they have their own best interests. Then I started putting it all together because most of the people I was running into in LA, they was illegal. You can tell they was illegal because, they like 30-something years old and can't speak no English. There's no way in the hell you can go through high school 12 years and not be able to speak English. You could walk in a McDonald's, you could walk in a Burger King, and they could not speak English. And I was saying to myself, we tell our children to go to school and be proficient in English and do as good as we can. And these people was coming over here and can't speak no English, and they had all the jobs. So it set a bad example for the people, and I can see where the anger was. Now, I had to try to understand this, that these people hate us. Was they using us in numbers to get what they, I think when I really look back at it, look, we got black people who hate black people. So it wouldn't be no different in another race. But that wasn't the whole scope of things. The whole scope of things was self-preservation. And it's something we haven't, the only time we use it is like when somebody gets shot by police or somebody getting done wrong, then we want to come together as a group. But other than that, we do a lot of infighting. So when I really started thinking about it, I was like, they really hate you because sometimes you be in line and they just get in front of you and they act as if you wasn't even there. And I ain't never been no short person. I'm 6'1". I ain't give a damn. None of that. I had to correct a lot of them with that. But I never see them do that to their own race. So my title is Through Friendship Supersede Self Preservation. It's impossible to kill yourself so someone else will live. That's what we're asking other groups to do. Because we don't ask too long for them to be fair. And just like I said, I can take my camera out right now, go downtown. They're probably starting to kick out things around about 4:30, 5 o'clock. You won't see one black working downtown. Now, some of you could say, well, maybe they don't want the job. Well, there's good jobs downtown. I'm talking about non-good jobs. I'm just talking about the whole perspective of this whole thing that went on in California. And believe it or not, I remember when I was going back to Atlanta and Charlotte and telling people about my experience I had, and they were like, well, we don't have that experience. Y'all ass have that experience now. Even when they was talking about 2 or 3 million Mexicans and El Salvadorans, because it's more than just Mexicans. When they was talking about 2 or 3 million, that number was totally wrong. You was talking about 6 or 7. But they still was talking about 500,000, 2 million. That was a lie. The Democrat was just lying their ass off. So I started putting it all together. All right, listen to this. All right, I'm gonna come back in because this is gonna be interesting. If you got a little time, because most of you supposed to be waking up anyway in the East Coast. If you got a little time, this is gonna be totally interesting how this played itself out. And I'm telling you, how it played itself out here is how it's gonna play itself out all over this country. And this ain't the first time I said this. I've been saying this ever since I've been here. So y'all just sit back, relax. Well, SPWD Speed, OG. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, okay? So, let me ease the music down just a little bit more, okay? It does go down automatic as I'm speaking. So, I'm kind of stuck in this because I'm trying to figure out people just hate us, or we just go against our own judgment and our own best interest. And I think it's a little both. So, one of the things started happening in California. Now, you got to understand that I got here in 1990. One of the things started happening in California was they started changing the educational laws where the Mexican kids, well, I just say Latinos. Let me just say Latinos because we always putting everything on the Mexicans and they don't do everything. It's a lot of different Latinos in California, but they are the majority. But when they go to school, their first language is Spanish. That's all their parents and stuff taught them. That's the way they spoke. So now you in the first grade with a bunch of Spanish kids. Pretty much it's almost starting to outnumber you anyway. A lot of them parents was illegal, who had babies here. Now, the people who were legal here was being pushed out the classroom chairs. And this is what was happening to the children, okay? Think about this. If you got an extra 6 or 7 million people in this country, and I think they have something like 3.5 babies, it won't take long for them babies to grow up, be in the first grade. Now here your children who speak English has to be in the class, and now they're starting to become the minority in that class. And they had this new rule for education, the Board of Education was, the Spanish people had to be taught in their language, and they had to slowly get them into English. Now, with all that, your kids go suffer because this round about the time when that new policy, federal policy came along and said no kid left behind. So that means all the children had to be on the same level. And if you wasn't just an extraordinary student, you was in a totally different type of class, your ass gonna have to slow your English down until they catch up. Not only that, your ass been pushed out the seat. Now that was happening in school. So this is what was happening outside the school. Now when I first got here, most of the Latinos had some of the most raggedy cars I ever seen in my life. I mean, there was actually some trucks was riding around with steel horns on them. I mean, they're the little horns like what a bull have. I mean, some of the cars was just raggedy. And black people sitting around laughing at them selling oranges and flowers on the freeway. And every once in a while, you go see a little illegal taco stand or tamale stand or something like that. And black people was actually laughing at these people and like, these people was constantly moving. They had all these organizations where they can go to, teach them how to maneuver inside this country. Didn't worry about it, had to be expedited back to their country. If they had a child, because they wasn't going to separate the child from the mother. And this is another thing, too. See, when it came to child support, a lot of the women, even though they was having babies, and their husband was living right there in their home, they would say their husband was in Mexico or Salvador or whatever the country they came from. This country had no record, couldn't get child support or anything from it, because a lot of the Spanish people here was self-employed or they was working under the table. And these was places like McDonald's. These was places like big corporation. And the reason they was able to do that, because think about what I'm finna say. You got this mass population of Spanish people who don't speak English. So when you go in the restaurant, That's why they started putting numbers on combos in terms of give me a number 6, give me a number 5, you know. But then when they start moving up into management in these McDonald's, Burger Kings, let me see what else. Just like I said, the guy who helped me was a manager at Pizza Hut. And so they started taking over the job market. I remember when they started building the subway here. That's what I call it. Train system, metro. I didn't see no blacks working on that neither. Just didn't. And they started moving in these apartments. And these were some of the most regular apartments, but they get in the management position and you would see blacks in there, and then all of a sudden, you see nothing in that apartment but Spanish. The manager was Spanish. So you put 1 and 1 together and see what it come out to be. You know exactly what I'm saying. Same thing. Black people, like we have chicken and waffle, we had M&M's, we got Roscoe's. They start firing all the blacks in the hand and the Spanish. Latinos, I should say. This is actually what's happening in California. See, I'm telling y'all a story that a lot of y'all are going through right now and don't even understand where it's going to end up at. And so, but you had people like Miss Maxine Waters, Congress. She was saying it didn't have an effect on the black community. And I was like, that's about the asinine thing I ever heard. Think about this. If you got 2-point-some kids and you're raising them children, and all of a sudden illegals come in your house and they're the 2 people, mother and father, with 3 kids, that's not gonna put an extra strain on your household? It is. Your food bill gonna go up, your water bill gonna go up, everything gonna go up. And Spanish women didn't have no insurance, so they was using the emergency room like a doctor's office. Actually happened. You go to the emergency room, you might be there for 2 days before you get sick. Because just like I say, there is a national federal law. You can't turn somebody down in the emergency room. So now y'all starting to see how this stuff is unfolding. In the end of this, you're gonna see how I wrap this up. And so I'm not sitting up and complaining about none of this. The only thing I'm really complaining about in this whole story is why we don't think about us like every other group think about them. Why we don't think about us like every living thing on this planet thinks the same way. You see elephants hanging with elephants, lions hanging with lions, monkeys hanging with monkeys. You don't see no monkey just hanging around no elephant. They all animals, okay? So you want to say that's animals, and then we all humans, but we're different species of humans. But that's how everything works on this planet. And so I don't went to, because I had to sometimes go buy stuff for the house. If I don't feel like cooking, I have to go out there and buy for 30-something people. And the last 3 or 4 times I went to a restaurant in the last month, every restaurant, there's not one black person working in that restaurant. And I'm talking about Popeyes, I'm talking about Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I'm talking about these are the things I get for the people around the house. There's not one black person working in that. Now this time is about 1995, 96. I'm doing good in Hollywood. I moved up in my status a little bit. So I decided, my daughter was born, so I decided to move to Victorville. Now, Victorville is like 40-something miles away from LA. But it's a little, like going up, like 3 hours from Vegas. Like what they call the high desert. But when I got out there, it was the same thing. The only time you seen blacks work, they would work graveyard shift at the gas station. And the only reason they got that job, because nobody want to work no damn graveyard shift, get robbed and all that shit in the middle of the night. So you would see black people working at nighttime, but in the daytime, them same jobs you would never see in the black person. Restaurants, everything. Now, at this time, I'm starting to get a little furious. I'm calling the radio stations and I'm talking to congressmen and legislators and stuff like that. And believe it or not, black people were like, oh man, you start this divide and conquer and all this shit. Black people gave me more shit than some Spanish people. Because I had peeped their cards, all right? So think about this. She's living with her husband. They don't have no record of his social services. Her husband is working under the table. She's probably selling tamales in the daytime under the table. But she's getting social services. So people always talking about black women getting social services. That ain't shit compared to the Latinas who got social services. And so, I remember like close to 1998, I had became a friend to this young lady named Coco, and she had like 2 boys. Now, one of the boys had never been in no trouble anyway. Now, I used to get on their ass all the time, like, y'all can go out there and get a job, summer job, and do this, stuff like that. And they was trying to tell me, no, you can't. Ain't nobody go hire us. Like, why ain't nobody go hire you? I'm telling you, and this was in Victorville, they not go hire me. So I took both of the boys downtown. I think I spent over $500 on them and getting them some different type of clothes. Cause they had all them cross colors and stuff like that. So I got them some slacks and some button down. And they were like 16 and 17. Old enough to work. Now I'm telling you, I think every application they filled out ended up in the garbage can. They never even got a call back. None of them. Neither one of them. So I'm seeing all this happening around me, like all the lower jobs, all the middle jobs, construction job, roofing, road work, everything. You see one white guy out there with an orange hat on and nothing but Latinos working. Every once in a while, you might see one of us. But that was every once in a while. So I'm saying to myself here, what the hell is really going on here with this government? Obviously, if you see somebody, me and one of my friends had this discussion, he totally disagreed with me, but I have to say what I feel. If a person walking around here 35 and 25 years old to 35 and 40 and can't speak no English, hell, that's pretty much a red sign that person's not legal here. And one thing I found out, even the Latino people who didn't want to speak Spanish, they didn't speak Spanish, they people look down on them. Why are you speaking English? Why are you not speaking Spanish? And these things was happening, so. But I ain't letting no hate go through my heart or nothing like that. I ain't hating on nobody. I'm just trying to understand the situation. And it's a million times worse now in California. I still live here. It's a million times worse. It's like I say, You ain't seeing too many black people working outside of the federal government or social work. Mostly government jobs. Unless they got their own business. Yeah, you got the barber shops. You got the salons and stuff like that. Hell, that's the only kind of business you gonna have. Most of all the stores out here, especially the corner stores, are owned by Asians, and they are hire Spanish, but they will not hire black people. Now, some of you ain't gonna believe this and just think I'm just pulling this out of my ass, but then you ain't, obviously, you ain't been to California. Don't worry about it. It'll be happening in your city real soon. Then you will believe it. Because anytime you talk about it, people think you're trying to hate on them. No, I'm telling you, I'm understanding this. Self-preservation. They ain't hating on you, but they ain't gonna take food out of their mouth just to befriend you, to help you more than they help themselves. We the only one think like that. I don't see it so many times in my life, it makes me sick. I don't see people go out with people with different color and they'll protect that person like they're protecting their mom or their dad. They get in a fight like, oh, hell no, you got to go through me before you fight her or him. They come with their friend, hell, they'll tell their friend, you better get your hell out, I'm leaving. You gonna be talking like that, starting fights, I'm leaving. But this is our mindset. I don't know what it is about us. We just gotta feel like we gotta be accepted by everybody, loved by everybody. Something we asking someone else to do, we haven't even done for ourselves. So self-preservation is not hating. It's just what it is. If you play for the Lakers and you playing the Clippers, now at halftime you get to go in the locker room, put on the Clipper uniform to help the Clippers beat you. But that's what we do. We help people to beat us. And then we tell lies about it. There was one lady came on the radio station said, well, you know, I try to hire black people. They're just too much trouble. They won't come to work. They lazy. And I got a son of an aunt who owned 7 McDonald's at one time. And she said that lady was telling a bald-faced lie. 90% of her workers was black. See, this is what we do to try to discredit black people. Yeah, there are some black people lazy. They damn sure some Mexicans lazy too. Or some Latinos Mexican. But we make every excuse to hire them over ourselves, even in our own black soul food restaurant. I stopped going to Roscoe Chicken and Waffle. Because it used to be everything in there black. Now it ain't even like that no more. And the thing about all of this, not one of them would hire any of us. Not Asians or Latinos. Now, y'all can say that I'm not telling the truth. Keep on holding on to it. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, let me see what time it is. 4:57. Almost been on here for an hour already. Damn. But anyway, how I look at this thing, brothers and sisters. We have did the same thing over and over and over. It's just like this space in the internet. We get on this internet every day, and men and women are fighting each other, and all these other groups are just waiting till you get tired and kick your ass and walk all on top. because they are self-preservation. That's natural. The things we do are so unnatural. We are our worstest enemy within ourselves. And that's why I pick up the pictures of two men who was revolutionary. Was a revolution. Let me get this echo out of it. The revolutionary brothers who took their people and brought their people to another level of understanding. What I'm doing, I'm getting a very irritated vibration. And that's much better. And so it's kind of like, I can't get my words out because it's like doubling on me. But anyway, I remember when I first joined the nation, that's one of the first things. They taught us, the study guides, that we've been put to sleep. And we woke up with somebody else's mind, religion, name, and everything else. And we've constantly been trying to work on it and get it all back. But I don't think it's what I'm seeing now, and it ain't coming no time soon. You don't just be in an abusive relationship for 400-something years and all of a sudden you walk past and say, hey, I'm well now. Obviously, you don't know about mental. Is way worse than anything physical other than death. Because if you can control somebody mentally, you don't have to be a threat. They're on automatically. So, it's not about people hate you, black people. It's about you not loving yourself. Oh yeah, we say we love ourselves. We can't even get along with each other on no level until somebody gets shot or something. Then we want to go and march down the street and holler, tear up some business and put them on fire. When that shit is over, we move to something else. If nothing else happens, we just stay in the corner and start arguing with each other, beating the shit out of each other. I'm so tired of that. Every day, the same damn thing. These people just sitting back and laughing at you. You're a joke to me. You constantly trying to make them white men hire you, and ain't nobody else hiring you, and you ain't saying a damn thing about it. I'm saying if you go do that kind of madness, once you distribute it out equally, because everybody's doing the same thing to you. Don't give a damn about you in that way. They just don't. It's against nature to have natural order things they have that. We the only people go against the natural order thing. So if you didn't learn anything from this conversation that we had this morning for over an hour, you could understand the pitfalls that we're going through. It's self-inflicted. You got some brother, you look at me, you talking all that pro-black shit, and all that, man, I ain't never been no slave. You never went through nothing like that. Oh, man, shut up. Sit your ass down. Whatever happened to you is printed in your DNA. You ain't had to be back there. You suffered the repercussion of whatever happened. Oh, no, man, not me, man. I'm doing good. Negro, you think you the only person Negro ever been doing good? Hell, there was Negro doing good in slavery. There was Negro doing good in Jim Crowism. There's been Negroes doing, Madam Walker was the second, not the first, millionaire. What the hell she invented? Fucking straightening comb to make black women hate their hair. You had professors in college. At the same time, you had black men being strung up in trees. So you don't give me that shit. You don't know what the hell you talking about. Every butter biscuit you get to eat is because somebody came before you, made sure you didn't get spit on or got your ass kicked trying to go in there eating it. So now you can take your little white girl in there and you can take your ass in there and you can eat whatever you want to. Still might spit in your food, but hell, just some extra shit you ain't worrying about. I always have these super Negroes always trying to protect another race before they try to understand their own race. Well, you know, we all bleed blood. Motherfucker, a dog bleed blood. That goddamn steak you just cooked had blood in it. Don't be using that dumb ass excuse. I ain't telling you to go out here and hate nobody. I'm just telling you to understand the silliness that you do. We do as a group. I used to be silly just like y'all. So I woke my ass up and started looking at what really was going on. Yeah, I appreciate the guy taking me to the parts store. That was a kind gesture, and he did a kind thing. But he let me know, even in that ride, I don't give a damn if y'all did come up with hip-hop. It's time for us to make a move on it and claim it as ours ourselves. I'm so tired of these watered-down Negroes. You know what my cousin told me? In 1995, I didn't disagree with him, but he said, he always called me General. He said, General, you know they're trying to weed out, water down our skin color. Now, we have always had this argument about this light and dark and all this other shit in our community. But it's way past that now. I hear brothers talking about if you look like an African, you ugly. If you got some European traits, you okay. The woman got some European traits, she's okay. If she's light-skinned, she's better. What kind of shit is that? I like my women so dark they don't have a shadow. I ain't never fell for that bullshit y'all talk. I mean, I accept black people for whatever complexion they are, but ain't nothing gonna be better than the original, and the original is just as dark as it can be. What is it that we keep thinking anything mixed is a better look? The only reason it's a better look because all the information you've been given that you was ugly. Your black features was ugly from your hair to your nose to your lips to your hips until they was able to go and buy. Now, hell, you trying to get bigger hips than them by going and getting the same thing that you was born with natural. Men always talking about women getting weaves and all that stuff. Hell, y'all putting all kinds of cold cream in y'all hair. Get waves and shit. You don't like your curly hair. So we all been bit by the same dog. I guess this is what this is all about. How did we get here? Now we know we here, what we gonna do about it? Are we gonna do the same thing for the next 200-something years? Or we gonna have to cut a pathway for our children to have a fair race? I don't think black people really mind competition. But it ain't no competition when you cheat. If you go to Harvard or Princeton and you get all the answers on you have all the answers for your term papers and everything else, your studies and everything, where you can just go home and you can just party. The only thing you have to do is fill in the blanks. Well, this is what these Latinos did. They didn't come here like you came here. They came through the door, kicked it down. I don't give a damn if it was illegal, I'm still gonna kick it down. So look here. To me, I'm not impressed when you cheat. Now, think about what's happening now. Why is the other Latinos who are here legally now don't want the other ones to come here the same way a lot of them did? Because it's self-preservation. They're starting to feel the crunch. See, they don't got Americanized, and they just acting like any other American. Now they get uncut by their own people. So that's why they got mad and wanted to vote Republican, because like, now it's starting to affect them. So y'all can sit up and keep on playing these games, keep on arguing among each other, talking about the relationship you don't have with women or the relationship you don't have with men. Hell, you don't even have a relationship with yourself. How the hell can you have something outside you ain't even giving yourself? You want her to be straight and you ain't straight. You want him to be straight and you ain't even straight. If our beauty standards don't change in our mind, where we can concede that when you have more of European features versus African features, you are considered ugly. And then if you have more European features, you consider acceptable. We don't want to think like that. And where you think I heard this from? This is the same shit I used to hear from white people, but we say it now. We use the N-word more than any white people have used it in the last 50 years. Is this what we're doing? And wondering why we can't get out of this damn square? Is this what we're doing? Greetings to you, Mr. Third Eye. I hope everything's going well for you and your family. Is this really what we are doing and wondering why we're losing? Every race of men is laughing at us. Y'all keep trying to act like there's a bunch of white men getting up in the morning talking about white women. Yeah, they might have started the manosphere, but that was a certain segment. White men's been going overseas, getting Russians, getting Asians, and whatever. But they ain't gonna never give up the original white woman. Not in no mass or overhaul. So stop trying to include them into your bullshit to validate the shit you do every day. How in the hell can you get up every day and talk about relationship? Like there's nothing else in the world that's going on. Man, stop. You ain't fooling nobody. You are not fooling anybody. Your woman knows you just as much as you don't want her to know you. She know you getting your money at the same goddamn back door she getting hers. And you just a little upset because she's cutting into your money now at the back door. Used to be you were the only one in line at the back door of Mr. Charlie's getting paid. Now she getting paid at the back door with Mr. Charlie and you getting mad. Well, hell, you should have known from the beginning if you was at Mr. Charlie's house getting his money You wasn't no goddamn man in the first place. Someone has to bring your necessities, and you go try to prove to her that you a fucking man? You go all over the world and fight and kill for this man, and then come back and talk shit about your own people and want to kill one of us any day before you want to kill anyone else outside of your race other than whoever he tell you to kill. Who the hell you think you fooling? Malcolm X, James Baldwin, Frederick Douglass was talking about this shit way back, and you had like you woke up one day. I heard a Negro say today that the boomers didn't teach us nothing. Y'all got the same hard head when the boomers get on these damn panels today you had then. Not that they didn't try to teach you something, you didn't want to listen. Now you in entertainment, and then you go fault other people not teaching them. Nah, Negro. You didn't want to learn something. You make everything your scapegoat. You make women your scapegoat. You make the boomers your scapegoat. Hell, you even make your own damn children the scapegoat down. Who the hell you think you fooling? You only sound smart to dumb people. Y'all up in them chat rooms, chatting them up and giving them big chats and all that. I ain't pocket watching because my channel ain't never been about more money. But you supporting this foolishness. Talking about we didn't teach them something. The hell you talking about? How many water holes have you stand in front of? How many four-legged dogs have you ever goddamn pushing off your groin? How many ladies have you ever had to pick up off the ground who just got their breast bit out by damn German Shepherd? The hell you talking about we didn't teach you something? We was out there fighting the same person who taught your woman today, and you can't handle her. We went straight to the source. Who the hell you think you fooling? That's why I don't get on some of these panels, because y'all talk a bunch of foolishness. Lack of knowledge. Ass kissers. That's why y'all licking ass and all that stuff. Hell, you been licking asses so long, it's starting to be a natural thing for y'all. You think the black woman would treat you the way she treat you if you was a real strong man? No, hell, she wouldn't. She'll submit to you just like she submit to that white boss, because she know he got power. She know your ass is in the same line she is. And some of you Negroes so bad, you jumping in front of her. Damn shame I have to listen to that kind of foolish. And I like the brother too, but he talks a lot of foolish. Talking about, this is the first generation really talking about problems. What the hell you think we was doing, bro? We wasn't talking about no problem. We was out there in the street trying to solve problems. When you seen that man dressed up and say, I am a man, he wasn't saying that to black men, he was saying that to white men. With guns, with dogs, water holes, getting spit on, throw bricks at him. And you sitting around and letting your woman kick your ass and you talking about you a fucking man. Now you don't make the Negro come out of me. I wouldn't even go into that, but I just thought about it. Negro go sit around and say, if it wasn't for the old people, we wouldn't be in this position. How you think you ever to join the armed forces? Somebody went in there and showed that man that he can fight just as good as he. That's why your ass can get in there today. or yesterday. And it's still only by executive order. If they ever change that executive order, hell, your ass can't even be in the service. Y'all to be ashamed of yourself, always trying to put something on old people. Y'all didn't do nothing. Now, how in the hell you think you able to walk down the street with that white girl now? But we didn't do nothing. We really didn't do it for you to do that, but hell, we just made things where you could have an option. Negro, you couldn't even go to a damn burger place and eat burger. We didn't teach you nothing. Taught your ass how to fight. Now you just bent all over with a man just all over your back. Some of you pulling down your pants because you want him to go up in you. You ain't seen no bunch of feminine ass men when I was coming up. So what the hell y'all done taught each other? Don't get me started. I get on your program and blast you on your own damn show. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Highly disrespectful to the people who came before you. See, that's what happened. Y'all thought y'all just woke up and y'all was just free. Without anybody putting any work on. Y'all have the answers to everything. Let's see what the hell y'all do in the next 20 years, because I damn sure don't see what you did in the last 15, and that's not a damn thing. Sit around complaining about women. You ain't got nothing but a bunch of weak-ass brothers following you. First gunshot, they hear, they scatter, they gone. How can you prove that, J-Speed? I can prove that. I can totally prove it. Do you really want me to prove it? Do you really want me to prove that Negroes you got in your chat room, the first gunshot go off, they go scatter? Because they weak. That's why they go scatter. They weak. Know how I know they weak? Because y'all women are whooping y'all ass. And all other men are laughing at you. They can't even take y'all serious. They can't. Y'all over here fighting over the internet. Fighting. You this, you this, you this. I'm better than you. No, you this. No, I ain't never did no shit like that. You know, I'm accountable. You ain't never been accountable for shit. You're ass white. And some of your ass white men do reach around. Don't have me start calling your ass out. Out here fooling these young mans like you doing something. You ain't doing nothing. Ain't in no organizations. Ain't started no organization. Hell, the people who started the Negro Manosphere and the Black Manosphere, hell, they gone. They gone in all different directions. Maybe one left over, but they gone. And y'all sitting around using their talking points like you really solving something. You ain't solving shit. You ain't doing nothing but causing a bunch of confusion. Is our women out of order? Hell yeah. But your ass is too. Even if she straight now, you ain't. Who she gonna date with you? You already done told her. You a high value man. Even if she straight now, you go out there and fuck something else. You already done told her that. That's the only condition she can have. You have an option. Who the hell want to be with your ass like that? Who the hell want to be with you like that? You already done told the woman, even if she straighten up, that you got an option, you gonna be able to fuck whoever you want to. And as long as you paying the bill, she should accept that. Your sorry ass forget about one thing. She making money too. She don't need to submit to you. And with your bullshit. At least a Muslim. He can have more than one wife, but he ain't have no side chicks. At least he's straight up. I ain't gonna be out there laying no meat everywhere in town. I'm gonna bring all y'all together. And we're gonna do it this way, and if you accept that, we can do that. But you ain't saying nothing like that. And at least he's submitting his will to God. You ain't submitting your will to nothing but a Bible in one hand and a dick in the other hand. You playing with God. All on the damn YouTube talking about God, and you got a fucking drink right there in front of you. And you're smoking. Y'all ought to stop. Bunch of damn hypocrites talking about you accountable. Accountable to what? To the devil? Because that's how you talking? You can't show me one black channel in this space that you don't hear the N-word more than 75 times before the broadcast started and end. Show me one in this space. You won't hear in this space, the men who say they want respect, you won't hear one channel within the 2 and 3 hours they in without them using the B word. And you supposed to be some upstanding black men? I seen upstanding black men. And they was clean sounding. Yes, when things got out of order, they talked to their women. Not only did they talk to their women, they found a head woman to go talk to them and straighten them out. And it sound like you. They called their actions out. But they didn't change their pronouns. Who the hell y'all think y'all fooling, man? Y'all been doing this bullshit for 15 years. And these Spanish and Latin people walking right over your ass. Where you trying to hunt down they women. Cause you don't ruin your own. You talking about women having abortion, I can talk about that subject. But you can't. A lot of y'all's not even taking the ones goddamn you have. Then you gonna force her to have more? Well, you know, let me tell you something, bro. You know, that court system down there is gonna protect the women, and I can't be able to see my kid. Didn't protect your sorry ass for putting that meat in her. Y'all are a joke. And I'm saying all of you. All of you in this goddamn space is a joke. Y'all ain't trying to solve nothing. Trying to get paid. Go ahead and tell the truth. See, one thing I can do is respect Arsenio. He told you straight off, I'm in it for the money. But y'all don't even have the decency to tell the people in y'all check room that y'all in for the money. You don't have the decency. You shucking and jiving and tap dancing, ass licking, reach around. I don't know if you're gonna be with a girl one day and a guy the next day. You can't cover that shit up with a beard, neither. But some of you got shitty deals in your beard. I think it's time for me to start calling your ass out. Yeah, you want to put things on the boomers. You want to put it on the old people. That shit shows me you don't know a damn thing about history. You know his story. Can't respect you. I can't even befriend you. I've been in this space for almost 15 years. Only got 2 guys I talk to. 2! Scam Lightly and Mandrell. We don't just talk once every 6 months. A month go by, well, I don't hear from one of them, brother. I'm calling them. And them are the same ones y'all like to kick around. But see, they ain't my age, so y'all can't use the age game on them. I keep telling you, I don't forget more shit than you'll ever know. And I know you're headed straight to hell with your bullshit. Keep playing with God. Keep trying to act like you're something you're not. Yeah, I got crosses I carry. I got demons. I'm working on mine every day. I don't have a time to be messing around with my demons. I got 30 other people. I got to look at their damn demons. Y'all full of shit. You've been shitting on this space for almost goddamn 10, 15 years now. I can play one of your recordings today, and I can go back into 2016 and show you that same damn thing you talking about ain't changed today. Oh yeah, but you know, black guy doing good. You know, we got bang. Motherfucker, you still getting paid by the white man. What the hell you talking about? You don't got so stupid that you buying blind money now, Bitcoin. It's like the dollar's not weak enough for you. You gotta have invisible money now. There ain't nobody told you where it came from. Keep playing. See, when you got a plan and you hanging with the devil, you say, well, how I'm hanging with the devil? When you drinking and you getting on the damn internet, bragging about name brands and what kind of liquor you drinking and how much you pay for it, man, you sound like a silly little woman. Now somebody go back and tell somebody I said it. You around there showing clothes and shoes like little women. I got this. I remember when my kid, and back in 1997, my son, got in a fight in high school because somebody say he got his shoes from Ross and he got his from Foot Locker. And both of them had on the same damn shoes. But his was better. Because he got his from Foot Locker. And my son got his from Ross. You know what I told my son? You go back and you tell that Negro to tell his whole family. Because I'm pretty sure he got this shit from his family. You go back and you tell that Negro, what is it? Wednesday, we gonna brag about how much money we can spend with the white man. It's a trip how y'all be thinking. See, it used to be a time black people used to have to take all they good earned money and buy the best of clothes because they didn't want nobody to think they was poor. But they didn't do it to try to like down someone else. They did it because it opened up opportunities. Nice button-down shirt. Nice jacket. Top hat. Y'all 40 and 50 years old and still wearing ball caps. Like you some damn 16-year-old. Is this what y'all doing? If this is how y'all gonna get y'all respect? Is it? And who respect you getting? And I still want to know what God you serving. Because ain't no God I ever came in contact with. And I was born in a church, Christian church, holiness church. I am a son of a preacher. And I know y'all playing. And see, that's the way I got away from Christianity. Because it was hard for me to find a good holiness church where the women dressed decent, cover their head. The guys wore suits. They didn't come in the church, their pants sagging down. Oh yeah, God had to accept you who you are when you first come in the door. But from the lesson, you don't supposed to come in that door like that. You supposed to learn something when you were sitting down. But y'all at the church now, I'm trying to figure out who's gonna twerk. I don't know if you're looking at the guys or the women. So you can't get enough action at the church now, so you at the strip joint. But you talk shit about the church. Oh man, I can't go over there, man. You know, they ain't doing right, you know. They doing all this and man, you know, they ain't practicing no real God, man. What the hell you think you practicing in the strip club? What in the hell you think you practicing in the strip club? Some of you guys married, and you walking down the street with your woman looking like a whore. Pants so tight, you should probably have to take around a tank, an air tank, to put down in her underwear so her stuff can breathe. Walking around with skirts so short, you can pretty much count her pubic hair if she had to bend up and get her keys. And that's the kind of woman you looking for? That's your trophy? That looks more like the devil's trophy. That ain't your trophy, bro. That's why you having trouble. You trying to turn a fast woman into a wife because you a fast man. Because at the same time you looking at her, you looking at her friend. Might be looking at her mom. And let it be known, some of you looking at the brother. Not all of you. But there's some weasels in the bunch. You gotta stop lying to these young men. I'm gonna tell you why. Some of these young men don't have the patience like some of the boomers. or understanding. They'll find you and put you to sleep. They don't have nothing else to do. You don't tell them it ain't worth it. You get on here with all these statistics. Oh man, you know, we doing something. We ain't having no kids. We ain't getting married no more. Latinos getting married. They having something like 3-point-something kids. You ain't having 1.5. And you wonder why you getting moved around on the board. Get moved around on board because nobody take you serious. Nobody's taking you serious, bro. The only people who are taking you serious is the people who don't know anything. So any information you give them sounds pretty good. You don't talk them out of the church. You don't talk them in the strip club. Their girlfriend is Corn Hub. I say corn. Or OnlyFans. Or a great imagination in IG. This what you don't give our community. And why I'm so hard on you, brother, is you do supposed to be the leader. You can speak better than me. You can sound more intelligent than me. But everything you say don't represent not a damn thing. Sometimes it's better to keep it simple. I go from channel to channel and sound like I'm listening to a recording. Oh yeah. I'm in your chat rooms. Every once in a while I come in there and I'll say peace and love and always strive for the truth, but I'm listening to you. Better stop playing with people, man. This ain't the time to be playing with people's mind. You got pimps who's drawing unemployment. They can get it. Here you are now trying to pimp men. Some of these little young guys, they'll take your life before you can get your first bite off a burger. And won't give a damn about it. Because you give them no motivation but hate. None whatsoever. I listen to you. Slick with it. But how long you think you will be able to do this, man? Because at this point, I'm gonna start calling you the enemy of black people. The last thing you ever want to be is the enemy of black people. Because we got DNA almost like roaches. We ain't going nowhere. And yeah, you ain't got to fear me. You gonna have to fear what come behind me. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep playing with God. Keep deceiving black men. And you women doing the same thing too. But I don't speak to you. The reason why I don't speak to you, I came up in a nation where women speak to women and men speak to men. And you out there who think you good men, you know you're not. Good man is not what he say. Good man is what he do. You ain't clean, bro. You drinking that joy juice, you ain't clean. You smoking that weed, you ain't clean. You chasing out the women, you ain't clean. Who you think you fooling? See, me and Anton have a different in the way we communicate about life. And our roadmap is different. But one thing I can just respect him for, he talks about family. Oh yeah, he do some crazy shit every once in a while, but that's all clickbait. Talks about family and talks about God. And even when he go places, he ain't hanging out like y'all hanging out. Y'all hanging out and impress people like some woman don't got a new wardrobe and she want everybody to praise her on it. So you walking around with this man on your chest, this man on your feet, this man around your waist, and you trying to prove to a woman how good a man you are, and you wearing 3 and 4 different men's who don't even want women. Most male designers don't even want women. So you wearing 2 or 3 men on your body who don't even want women. But you try to impress another woman that you a real man. But ask you again, who you think you fooling? There was a joke when Michael Jordan left his wife, and somebody said, who will be able to follow his footsteps? Even when his son look at the man coming in the house and say, look, man, you can't replace my dad. Hell, you got on my daddy's shoes. And you bought them. He made them. That's the way some of you are thinking. I got Gucci, got Louis Vuitton, I got this and I got that. I got some of that shit in my closet too, but it ain't all on my chest. I got it because the stitch was good and I know it's gonna hold up what I got to do. But I ain't out there bragging about it. I ain't putting it all on the internet and holding it up and I got this shoe, I got that shoe, I got this jacket, I got... Man, you're bragging about a bunch of bullshit because I'm gonna tell you, all them damn shoes you got still don't take number $7 to make. So what you really have? Cause you paid $200 or $300 for them, but it still took $7 to make. Who you fooling? Hell, if I can take some dirt, a cup of dirt, and buy it for 3 cents and sell it to you for $300 and tell you it's the best dirt you ever seen, if you stupid enough to buy it and think that's gonna get you to the mountaintop, oh well, I'm gonna sell me a cup of dirt. Y'all so silly. And I'm just sitting back and I'm looking at you. I was talking the other night on La P. And man, it was going in on tap. Travis. Huh? And I posed one question to him. Well, it really was two. If this woman was as bad as y'all say she was, if they've been together for 5 years, 3 years, or whatever you might say they've been together, and she was dictating to all this shit, why she ain't pregnant yet? If she say who y'all say she was, why she ain't got pregnant? Because obviously, she don't have to work for no ring. If she was just trying to get that bag. And if she was running his career, why did he go to HBU and she know it would have been better for him to go to another college where he would be in a bigger program? Y'all can't put 1 and 1 and 2 and 2. Y'all think you can, but you can't. See, that man understanding the woman he got is different than the understanding that you got. One thing I hear from that young man, regardless of what y'all talk about his woman, yeah, she got some bad things. I ain't gonna never disagree with you with that. But she ain't out there kicking him in the ass, cussing him out. Yeah, she get a little frustrated. Think your ass would too. Thinking about if you were with a woman, she was a superstar, and she was getting all the accolades, and your ass was just sitting around there looking like some poor ass Negro who's waiting for her next big check. Think you get a little fumed up sometime too. Knowing that every meat swinger was trying to get at her. See, y'all don't be thinking, man. Y'all just be talking. My next question was to them. If that was the case, and if his nose is so wide open, and he's so in love with her, why would y'all want her to leave him now anyway? It'll mess up his whole opportunity. Because if he is strung up and his nose wide open as y'all say it is, he's not gonna be able to play football. He's gonna go out there and hurt something, get himself hurt. It only took Robin Givens almost 1 year to mess up Mike Tyson's whole life. Come on. Leave them people alone. Let them work it out. Might not be something you choose, like I wouldn't choose the woman you with walking down the street with a skirt so short I can read her name tag on her underwear, or the pants so tight I can count the pubic hairs on her camera toes. But I ain't gonna sit up there and talk about your wife like that and tell you got a no good wife. She look like somebody who should be on Figaro. I don't think you would accept that. See, but y'all don't put your own self into question. of the stuff y'all do. The woman you got at home. But you go judge this little young couple that just go take up a lot of y'all time and y'all shows because y'all like ambulance chasers. One person talk about it, the next person talk about it. Then when y'all have a slow news day, then y'all start fighting among each other. Y'all a damn trip. Y'all are. This whole goddamn space is a damn trip. Y'all get suckered into it all the time. Woman come out and say something crazy. Some crazy woman you don't know nothing about on the other side of the world. Y'all talk about it like everybody in your neighborhood is doing the same damn thing. How stupid can y'all be? It's always been fools. It's always been fast women. Hell, but everybody know who they were. That's why they end up with a train set. Because everybody knew they was fast. But ain't nobody was trying to wipe them up. Y'all go out there and make these type of women and then get mad when when you can't wipe them up. They damn is good. You don't need them anyway. Yeah, you like they looks. What's the hell you gonna have to go through? That's what you're talking about. What the hell? One of your partners in crime created that woman. Hell, I know. When I was young, I created a bunch of them myself. At least I can admit to it. I ain't just wake up one day and we're the most terrible women on this planet without some meat thrower coming out there messing up her mind. But y'all give it a break, man. Let these young guys have some hope for the future. You're getting ready to run another whole generation, man. You think you helping, but you're not. Because when the devil have a plan, God got a master plan. Y'all can call me old-fashioned, y'all can call me religious or whatever, but the places I move in, I don't see them took heroin addicts, crack addicts, meth addicts, drunks, and they all look like Malcolm X. They not to go through no 5-step, 12-step, 14-step program. They heard something. It was so close to the truth, or the truth. They wanted to change their life. You don't sound like no Malcolm X, bro. You don't sound like no Dr. Khalid Muhammad. You damn sure don't sound like that. Y'all call him a simp. You know who you sound like? Do y'all really want me to tell you who you sound like? Give me 2 minutes and I'll come back and tell you who you sound like. This is your brother SPWD Speed OG. It's time for me to lay the law down. I don't heard enough of it. I'm tired of it. I think our new generation need to breathe. The old generation don't have all the answers, bro. We wasn't a finished product. That's what you didn't understand. It was the beginning. You supposed to took the torch. Took it to the next level. You stood there and stared at the damn world and started pointing fingers at everybody but yourself. 2 before the hour of 6 o'clock, West Coast. WZLK, regularly Joe Way, 95 degrees in the shade. And I got to tell the truth this morning. Get it, come on with it. I'm gonna keep it right up there. But if I'm gonna tell you the truth, I gotta play this young lady right here. This is who I named my daughter after. The only daughter I have. So if I'm gonna tell the truth, I'm gonna tell the truth on this name right here, okay? This is the way it's gonna be. Okay. Anyway. I had something that happened to me about 5 or 6 months ago, and I never ever got over it. I usually get over stuff. But didn't get over this. Okay? Don't ask me why I didn't get over it. But I didn't. Somebody called me for a show to do, and I did the show. And I promised, my word is my bond. I took the show seriously. And end up getting called an old nigga on the show. Now, it's not like in this spaces that somebody haven't called me the N-word. But generally, people know I don't like that word, and I came up in a generation where it means something different with me. It don't mean endearment. As y'all younger people, I came up in that generation where that was fighting words because we understood exactly what it meant. And the only way I can explain it to you, I don't care how much you're a friend to somebody, you're not going to let that friend call your mom a bitch. And even though he's not even around your mom, but and y'all just joking, and your friend reach over and say, you know that old bitch when I came over your house the first time, y'all gonna fight. If you care anything about your mom, y'all gonna fight. Because you know what that word means in real term. You know what that word means. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. You know exactly what that word means. Well, that word means the same thing to me. And I don't know why the younger generation don't understand that. Some do. I'm not talking about all. But I'm talking about these liars who call themselves upstanding people. And usually I would have went in on a person, but think about what I said. I gave the creator of the channel my word that I was going to be on my best behavior. Because I'm going to tell you what I wanted to say, and I'm going to say it right here. Y'all probably going to know who I'm talking about. But I'm not going to call no names. My answer, my reply would have spoken itself. But what I wanted to tell the young man is, you call me an old nigga because you really trying to understand yourself, because you know your mama was sitting around sucking a white man's dick. And that was your father. So you in these spaces trying to figure out who you are. That's what I would have told the young man, but I kept my word. That was going to be on my best behavior. But y'all know that I don't usually let nobody get away with nothing with me, especially calling me the N-word. But I took it. But it made me look at things exactly as what it was. Now, that same person had a show talking about the disrespect that young people have and where we're going. And I thought that was so hypocritical, due to the fact you invite me to a show to try to connect young and old men together, and you let that young man disrespect me and you didn't say anything. You didn't put him at fault. Matter of fact, I've heard you say a couple of times, this is why he say things about old people, because so when I hear stuff like that, brother, trying to figure out what is this all about. I came there with good intention, trying to bridge the gap. And I was kind of like in a chokehold because I gave him a word. See, that's one thing y'all don't understand about Muslims. Their word is their bond. Because any other time, I would have went off. But I stepped away from it. But I never get myself in one of these challenges again where I have to give my bond and don't feel like somebody's going to protect my dignity. I got feelings just like everybody else. I done dedicated a lot of time in this space. Yeah, I can give the best jokes with people. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But sometimes you get yourself in a pickle. Y'all would call it something else. And you give your word. And you come there with good intention. And something like that shoot up in your face. And you have to take a step back and look at it and say, you know what? It wasn't worth it. It just really wasn't worth it. And it wasn't. But that's why between two of my sisters dying this year and a lot of other things happened in my life, but that was one of the major things that made me step away from this space. A lot of people hadn't seen me in a while, and that's why I stepped away. Never got an apology or anything. So, as I was saying before I left, what I think some of these people sound like. And I'm going to tell you exactly who they sound like. They sound like Jim Jones. Exactly who they sound like.
DK, Reno.
They sound just like Jim Jones.
Monday to Friday, party mode activate. I just want to be late. I just want to party. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking good, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze. I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking good, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze. I'm in the mood. I want to hate. See, they keep me waiting, but I want to hate. It's about to be dirty. More Hennessy, my eyes can see. I just want to eat. Put it on me, please. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking good, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze. I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking good, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze. I'm in the mood. Monday to Friday, party mode activate. I just want to be late. I just want to party. I'm in the mood, wanna groove. I'm smoking kush, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm in the mood, and I really wanna groove. I'm smoking kush, and I really wanna groove. I'm sipping booze, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood.
See, one thing y'all don't understand about me. I'm satisfied with the 5 or 6 people that come over to my channel.
There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed.
Because I know the ones that do come over here,
There's a meeting in my bed.
they come over here to hear what I got to say.
There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed.
Hold up.
Most of the time, I'm not punching down on people.
It's me and you, that's very simple. Dinner removed, okay, we through, but I ain't finished yet. Can I slide with you? Spend the night with you. Just let me write, and it you dripping from my signature. I feel like your body inspired my intentions. You left the squad hanging, it's only time with us. You know I vibe different, cause you know my mind different. Her eyes saying my room, her body saying heaven on God.
Tell me what you want, I go repeat. Tell me what you need, I go knee deep. When I fall in love, I go deep.
See, with the 5 people, 6 people come over while I'm live, and the 30 people in my house
Come get this vitamin D power.
that I take care of 24/7, 3 meals a day, medication, making sure they're cool, they're good. Most of them don't have family. My plate is full.
There's a meeting in my bed.
I'm content
In my bed. There's a meeting in my bed.
because I'm a servant of my people.
There's a meeting in my bed.
Not just only my people, but I'm a servant
There's a
of
meeting in
humanity.
in my
Because
bed.
most of the things that these people are trying to do,
Na, na, na,
I already done did that,
meeting
done that.
na, 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 my bed. How you
I done had my 5 minutes of fame in Hollywood.
very peace like that? Fresher than Febreze like that.
YouTube is like a B film
You touch
or
my
a C
soul
film.
Sunday. I
Can't
touch
do
your
nothing for
feet
me.
before
I'm in both unions. I've been in a
everything you
union
need, no cap. Call me when you need top top. I make that
ever
thing.
since I was 16 years old.
I gon' make that thing run water. I gon' make
Been
it
in
sing
SAG
my
ever
soul.
since 1990.
In my
I'm
bed,
cool.
in my bed,
My resume is good.
in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my
I don't need this bullshit.
bed. There's a
'Cause
meeting
I know exactly what it is, a bunch of bullshit.
in my bed.
Y'all look at a man the way he walks,
Na, 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 meeting
who he hangs around.
na, 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 na.
It tells me a lot about him
My bed, na, na,
or
na,
her.
na, na, na. Meeting in my bed, na, 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 na.
You see, when I see a man walking in a crooked line, he's a crooked man to me. So, I call it as I see it. Spin a groove, got to move because the clock on the wall say that's just about all. But I had to say my piece. I've been holding here about 6 months now. And I went on Lapeef's show yesterday. It just... I met a good brother over there. It just brung some facts, some stuff. It reminded me when this space first got started, this new what I call 5.0. The same person called me a old nigga was the same person I defended on Lapeef channel, so it just brought everything back in a circle. I remember when Cameron's KS came on the channel and was drilling this young man. And I was the only one defending him because everybody else was scared of KS. See, I know KS when he wasn't doing what he was doing. When he was trying to do some stuff in the manosphere that wasn't working. And so I defended this young man. And if I had to do it all over again, I still would defend him again because I'm about truth, not about picking sides. See, truth don't have no side, left or right. It's just but I think he forgot about that. But anyway, I hope everybody have an amazing day. And do something kind, something nice. Somebody you love or somebody you care about, or even a perfect stranger. You'd be surprised how it'd be more for you than it will be for them. Peace, love, and always strive for the truth. This is your brother from a different mother and father. SPWD Speed. OG.